Hey guys, here. So there is a ton going on in Madden. An emergency patch today, which, kind of rescued and saved Madden 22. We got legends tomorrow, Andre Johnson being one of them. We'll show the rest of his stats. We have, besides the title update, more things coming, more things that happen. Our grade for most feared so far through part 1, which is sky high, reroll talk. We got a ton. So let's get into it right here. Kind of a notes from the Madden Underground style of video like we used to have. So Andre Johnson, absolute stud-coated stud with stud filling, 93 overall, 92 speed, route running stats, both over 90. So a very nice addition to basically any team, but I think it's just Texans and Colts that get him on the theme team. So Texans gotten a couple really good fast receivers in last week. Him and Fuller are absolute beasts for that squad. The other card, unfortunately, is a Raider. It is Ronnie Lott. He gets obviously 49ers there. Based off his uniform, you can see that's true. 93 overall, 93 speed. Incredibly fast cards are kind of giving out right now. Like, what is this, a 97 speed card for the Raiders theme team, 50 out of 50? That's just wild to me. Like, how fast these things are getting. Free safety now. Now they have Tatum, Lott, Charles Woodson at DB. They have the other CB, Haynes. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Please not another Raider for like 2 months, but I know we'll get Moss soon or something, so we'll get more Raiders, but I don't know what they can do. I'm sure they can figure something out to nerf Raiders theme team a little bit off its power level, but if you're not running Raiders, at least 25. I run 25 because I love the Steelers that much, but 50 out of 50 Raiders is meta for a reason. This card itself is sick. All right, let's move on to most feared. I want to talk about that. Actually, let's do the patch. And I talk on the patch that saved Madden 22. The emergency patch, right? A couple days after the last one. So, it's not perfect yet, Madden 22, but it is getting better, right? I have noticed about Madden 22, I'm yelling less in this year's game than ever before. I still screech like a banshee at times, especially on the days that I'm not like tired and fatigued like I am today. We had like a solid like 7 or 8 hour stream today after only sleeping for like 4 or 5 hours last 2 nights. So, we're currently running on fumes and, Colombian whites, along with, maybe some more, I guess, Brazilian darks, coffee. I don't know. I'm sure I can come up with a better name than that, because I could only think of like Colombia that has coffee too. But anyways, what's up with Colombian uppers? Addressed an issue where players have experienced crashing when selecting certain formations. Notably, it was the goal line 60 out jacks play, and then the other one was like an LB loop blitz type thing out of like 3-3-5. So a few things were crashing it, so they addressed that, which is kind of cool. That's really quick. They got that feedback down and into the game. Addressed an issue for custom playbooks being used in online head-to-head modes. Didn't know that was a thing. That's kind of crazy. Players will no longer be able to pump fake on RPO plays to cancel the handoff action to the quarterback and the running back. Now, I talked about this as I thought this was the best way of patching the RPOs. Awesome. Good job. Like, so you can't like pump. You either got to choose to throw it or you got to hand it off, right? You can't. Hitting it twice does nothing. You're going to throw it. I love it. Great change. I did mention in my last videos that I hope they were also going to look at screens. And screens, like wide receiver screens, are like 5 wide. You can still just take off with Vic, and it's like old school fast break. You know how fast break got nerfed? It's pretty bad right now. Escape artist on 5 wide screens or screens at all, and you just take off. It's the same thing. The defense constantly backs up until you cross the line of scrimmage, then they'll come at you. So it's still there. It's not fully solved yet on those screens. We'll see if that catches on enough in the meta for people to complain about it and EA to fix it, but I hope that does get looked at, maybe shed a little bit quicker on screens, because if you're screening it out to the wide receiver, there's no reason the linemen really need to block in the middle of the field. So that could be like the hack around way. Like they did that with the other RPO, like quarterback escape. They just made him shed really fast. So it might be the move for 5 wide screens and other screens too, to have sheds very fast so the quarterback can't go crazy on the line of scrimmage. All right. Otherwise, addressed an issue where players would get stuck in pre-play during certain hot routes. That's awesome. This was one of the worst things that I ran into. Probably actually the worst thing that I actually ran into outside of the RPO glitch. Not being able to make adjustments is awful for the game of Madden. You guys know exactly why. Having to hit like certain button presses to unlock it, like it's like the Mortal Kombat code to a finisher, or like some sort of Konami code so I can get more levels to beat their games, because back in the 80s, these old fingers were just as brittle back then, and we weren't as much of a god tier gamer as we are right meow. Contra took a lot of souls, but that title update, major W. I'm sure there are still definitely issues in the game, but that's exactly what we needed. Like a small patch, a targeted patch. I love it. After their omnibus patch went out and wrecked a lot of things, they kind of like followed up a couple days later with this. And you know what? Shout out to them for getting it out so quick. That's good work. I don't know if I say that about EA, but that was good work. Also, talk about good work. Most feared, it has no reason to be this good, right? I put out a tweet saying, "What's your rating of most feared right now?" And we can go through what the people say, and then I'll get my thoughts. So I'm not a big fan of limiteds, and to the Masters, I gotta say a promo that makes me coins is a promo that I can't complain about. 8 out of 10, 7.5, 7.5, 1 out of 40 because the Patriots love. 6 spooky, scary skeletons. Solid B. I don't think anybody's ever gonna give EA a 10. It's never gonna. Oh, this person gave an A+. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, the seashell method. That was a joke for the stream. So like Mike Mack came. You guys know Mike Mack and his Money Spent series. 8 out of 10. Like I personally think it's like 9 out of 10. Now there are certain issues, obviously, in any sort of promo, but the fact that the re-roll isn't a hard L is a huge step. It's a long-term L, right? It's like gambling. In the end, you're gonna end up losing on the roll unless you can like get in, pull a limited, get out. It does say you get 1 elite in this pack, which not true. You can get golds out of this pack, so make this right, Kralo. That is false advertising, you son of a gun. But overall, like, this is not bad. I did not hate that. Obviously, I just took an L right there in training, but it's not a bad promo at all. Like, right? Rerolls are nice. The cards are very usable, right? The master cards are better than the limiteds. I like, because you get the 2 feedbacks, right? The limiteds suck. And then when we have too good of limiteds, the limiteds are too expensive. So right now, because the limiteds are in this reroll, they're pretty cheap. They're nice cards to add to your squad. JJ Watt's not like super fast for D linemen, so you're not gonna be chasing down a ton of those top end quarterbacks, especially with escape artist. So it's not that big of a difference maker there. And Kelsey's okay. I still prefer Cook and Waller better, especially if you're running that Raiders theme team. But we got a good amount of free stuff also, like 10 or 9 or 8 90 overalls, or however many you're gonna get 90 overalls, and then you can use some of those 90s, the auctionable ones, either sell or put for sets. So overall, not too bad for house rules. Not too bad at all. The house rules, or the Halloween promo, the house rules itself, there is a little bit of a loophole with that. I would not necessarily like exploit it too hard. Don't set up a macro, but if you just quit out of house rules, you get 525 coins just for quitting out of house rules. Now, if it's worth it to you, it's probably not the greatest coin making method because it takes so long, with like 30K an hour maybe. You could probably make that on sniping easier, and sniping's a lot more fun than just loading in and quitting. But it is there, so if you lose the house rules, you still get paid a little bit. And that's overall nice. I did not mind the house rules setup either. I like play cooldowns. I like when it makes me adjust. The game makes me think a little bit, move to different formations. It's very casual to get through it. It's a half of football. It's not a full game, which is nice. It's only a half. Very cool. So overall, most feared content, in my opinion, big W. Patch today, most feared content. Is it the best promo we've had in a while? It's really hard to tell in like the thick of it, but it's not terrible. It's not bad at all. 9 out of 10. I don't remember the last promo I said 9 out of 10 for. Wow, there was something else I wanted to talk about. And what was that? Outside of Raiders theme team. Let's keep pulling while I try to figure it out. Oh, Andrew Luck got teased. Right here. You see how it says Luck? So this is in the game right now. So we'll probably get a Luck as like, part 2. Part 2, part 3 are probably the next 2 Fridays also for the promo. So we'll be streaming on those days, of course. We stream every day except for Sundays. But those 2 specifically. So Andrew Luck is teased. That's really cool. Tons of cool stuff happening right now in Madden. It's too bad that it's so Raiders focused. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. A lot of crazy thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about how good the most feared promos are. Excited for Legends, the patch itself. What's your post-patch gameplay thoughts? I think purples have gotten kind of wild. They really sink to the middle of the field a lot now. I've been picked off like at the freaking hashes with purples before, and now. So definitely cloud flats have gotten a lot better too. Contains are way buffed. Oh, one other thing. I should have put this at the start. I'll keep talking about this. If you drop 15 yards back, do not throw the ball to receiver. You are going to miss. That is the demarcation line. That is the Rubicon you cannot pass, especially if you got escape bars, your stamina's going to drain. So if you do not drop that far back in the pocket, I actually really think that's a good idea. I'm glad that EA implemented that. So that way, like, you actually have to play quarterback. You can't just keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping and then throw a crosser for 50 yards. Step up in the quarterback, stay there, let your tackles do the work, and then you make your reads and make your throws. But that is the biggest thing. If you're missing passes, not under pressure, you're 15 yards back. That is the biggest takeaway I've had out of gameplay lately. But that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We were unable to pull any limiteds here, none today, but my Twitter feed was absolutely littered with limiteds today, right? Like, I could just go down, limited. Oh, we also have Rock Bottom. Use code GutFox at Rock Bottom. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, so they just got the sponsor again. Limited. So everybody here in the den is pulling incredible limiteds. There's a sweet old trumpet monkey. He gave that to me for my thumbnail this morning. I didn't use it for obvious reasons, for demonetization purposes. But yeah, I mean, this is just incredible, the amount of people tweeting me the limiteds. And that's why they're, you know, basically going, not necessarily for quick sell, but, you know, just above it. So, whew. It's a good day. It's a good day. Better day tomorrow. We'll be streaming again at server time, pick up new legends, and continuing the reign of the Raiders theme team, the Raiders Steelers theme team. We'll try out Andre Johnson. There are so many good cards out right now. I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. Over my second channel, I get some Derrick Henry gameplay. But yes, please use code GutFox at Rock Bottom. It's an affiliate deal now. So that's the only way I get paid, is if you guys use my code, if you're going to buy or sell coins. And that is that. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.